I am 30 years old and I have never had a boyfriend.
Please stop telling women in their late 20s, early 30s that time's a ticking. You better get on it. If you're single, wow, you might be if you're 30. What we are doing now as a society is forcing and pretty much like putting so much pressure on women my age to just find someone and get children going because you're just getting older.
On Saturday morning, I would get so irritated because he would start making pancakes. I'm sitting there now watching Milo like I've been doing all week. And so we had to have this conversation where I was like, on Saturday mornings, can you not make pancakes? Like, can you not make a big breakfast? Like, Milo can have toast. Don't do laundry. You're not going to cut the grass, because then I'm stuck doing what I've been doing all on paper. It might look good. Like, oh, he's cleaning and making breakfast. Like, so nice. And it's funny because every time I make a TikTok about something like that, people are like, in the comments, like, what a terrible woman, like her poor husband, like he can't do anything right. And I'm like, no, it's literally just like understanding your needs and vocalizing that to your partner.
So when your husband has to do everything because you won't, you shame him on TikTok for not meeting your needs by having coffee with you. But you won't even meet his needs by doing your part.
The last time I was single, I was 24 and the dating pool was everyone. And now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old and gross, and I don't want to do that.
So I turned 30 in like 6 weeks, and I've been single my whole life, and I don't really know of any other people who are in the same position. I've got people who are like, oh my God, I've been single for so long, like, you know, it's been like 3 years since my partner broke up with me, and I'm there like, I never had a partner. I've been single for 30 years. I turned 30 on Friday. I've never had a partner. And people always say to me like, oh my God, you must be the problem. Like, if you've been single this long, you haven't found the one, you've not found the right partner. Like, what are you doing wrong? And I have an analogy for you. I'm just obviously not in my love era. I'm in my dating era. I've dated a lot. I've got a lot of stories, but I just haven't found my person yet, or some of my people. I think we've got multiple soulmates or persons for us, but haven't found any of them, and that's okay. That doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't mean I'm doing anything wrong. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with me. It just means that's the way the cookies crumbled.
Yes, it does mean something's wrong. Acting like there's nothing wrong will only keep you down the same path, and nothing will change. You said it yourself. You've been actively dating for years, yet you still haven't found your person.
As a late 20s, going into my 30s, single girly, I'm struggling. I am battling between, yes, girl, you're so super independent. Like, go off. Yeah, have your high standards. And then I'm struggling between, like, I need a man. But how does one do that? Because dating apps ain't it. They ain't it. Does your girl get lower standards? Does she keep them high forever and then just use what's in her nightstand? Or does someone eventually just pop up? You know, like, I'm struggling. This is for all of the single ladies that are struggling between staying strong, being independent, and then also just wanting it. If you're like me, I feel you.
We've basically told a great generation of young women, don't get married, don't have kids, go get a corporate job, and it's created mass political hysteria. And then in their early 30s, they get really upset because they say, you know, the boys don't want to date me anymore because they're not at their prime. And people get mad when I say that. Well, it's just true. If you're in your early 30s, I'm sorry, it's like you're not as attractive in the dating pool as you were in the early 20s. But again, you have your corporate job and cats, so I thought, you know.
What's absolutely unhinged to me, you want to know what's crazy to me, is that men get to date me and they get to flex, okay? They get to flex and be like, oh, like, that's the girl that I'm dating. They get to take me out. They get to have boys come up to them and be like, oh my God, that's your girl. Girlies come up to them, oh, that's your girl. What do I get to show for it?
I would much rather be single than stuck in something that isn't fulfilling. I would much rather be single than married to a partner that it isn't equitable. I would much rather be single than be lonely in my relationship. We treat singledom as if it is this curse, as if you are unpicked or unwanted or undesirable. And it's like, maybe she just didn't settle.
If she can't find a man because she won't settle, then that means the men she wants don't want her. So yes, she is unpicked, unwanted, and undesirable because the men she wants don't want her.
I cannot stress this enough. Men are not worth settling for in any circumstance, any way, shape, or form. It's not worth it. Like, we're so indoctrinated to believe that, like, we have to get married. We have to, like, aspire to, like, having a relationship, having a man in our lives. Like, the goal shouldn't be to get married. The goal should be to be happy. So if a man in your life is not making your life better, easier, happier, more enjoyable, like, there's no reason he should be in your life. At least when men settle for a partner, they get like a personal assistant, a house manager, a nanny, a chef, a therapist. What do women get when we settle for a man that treats us like less than the way that we want to be treated? We get emotionally, physically, mentally drained. It is not worth it. Once you get to the like mindset that like men are not worth settling for, that is when you get the good men, because they're the only ones that you'll accept.
What you guys are not understanding about my hatred for men is that I still like men, okay? I will hate on them till I die. You couldn't pay me enough to post something positive about them. However, will I end up marrying one? Yeah, okay? And will I continue to hate on them until that day? Abso-freaking-lutely.
Can we please just normalize smart, intelligent women wanting to be stay-at-home mothers and working part-time like 1 to 2 times a week? Because honestly, like, the thought of having to wake up every day for the rest of my life and go to work in order to live and eat and provide for my non-existent children right now is really nauseating. Really nauseating.
If you never get approached by men in public or at a party or even on social media, this may be actually because you are much more attractive than you thought you were. Did you know that we are much more reluctant to approach other women that are incredibly beautiful? Rather, we play it safe and we talk to people that are usually on our level. That way, the rejection most likely won't happen with someone that is just average to them. There are so many gorgeous women in public that simply never get the time of day from men. That is because if they get rejected by someone that is beautiful, that will hit them in a spot that is just unbearable. So instead of feeling down about the fact that you don't really get talked to at a party setting, or you rarely get attention from men on your Instagram stories, etc., it probably is that they are afraid to even talk to you because you radiate so much beautiful energy. So if you want to get any sort of attention, you may have to be the one to reach out to them first because you're simply too beautiful. I'm sorry.
If you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll enjoy this next video. I will see you there.